Have Berge. Is Meryl with us tonight?
Berge.
Again, if you could keep your comments to 3 minutes, Meryl, I appreciate it.
I'll try. It's Berge. Happy to be here tonight. I gave a packet to Jeffrey for you all. This is Steve Bennett's, Supervisor Bennett's letter that was sent to the board before their vote yesterday, and which you will read more about in the VC Star tomorrow morning. The essence of this is a proposed interim ordinance to temporarily prohibit the county's approval of new oil and gas wells and re-drilling of existing oil and gas wells for oil production that will utilize steam injection in the vicinity of potable groundwater aquifers, while the county studies potential regulations for this land use. And there's more information there. So this, of course, was in response to the USGS study that you probably have heard about that was conducted based on SB4, Fran Pavley's legislation, because of the aquifer contamination that was happening in the Kern County area and the Central Valley. So there was this discussion, and it was passed 5-0 to consider language for this moratorium. Now, why I'm bringing it to you now is because in 2 weeks, on the Tuesday before your next meeting, there will be another vote on the actual language. And I wanted to, in particular, Mr. Bennett, Supervisor Bennett, calls out the Peak Energy Project, which, as you probably already well know, is right over on Sturgis Road. So when I had heard about the Peak Energy Project, which is a proposal for 79 steam injection wells, I pulled the USGS study that was done in 2003 that shows the aquifers, the layers of aquifers that they would be drilled down to in order to reach the tar sands, the thick, dirty tar sands, which is why they need to use a high-pressure, high-temperature process to raise it to the surface. So there's a map of where it is. This is from the Peak Energy application. And it mentions on the Peak Energy website how they, in addition to this site, have 774 contiguous acres under lease, which hold approximately 150 million barrels of oil reserve, and how they are going to be able, because of the contiguous acreage and favorable oil leases, drill across lease lines. So what this means, because we actually had a meeting with Mr. Bell and Peak Energy, is that they plan to do horizontal.
Meryl, I'm sorry, I have to keep everybody at 3 minutes.
So please study this, and as members of the largest municipal water system, because you have a water well at the airport, please make your concerns known to your voting supervisors.
Meryl, please wrap it up.
Thank
I'm
you.
trying to be fair to everyone.